All right. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are doing okay still. This is our second topic for the week, and it's called factor by grouping. And we're going to go over some of this. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Now, generally, when you're factoring by grouping, you will have four terms. Okay, so you notice we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Remember, the terms are all broken up by addition or subtraction signs. So what you want to do with these is, first of all, you want to look for common factors. So this kind of goes back to factoring out the greatest common factor, the first thing we did with factoring. So what I generally do is I take the first two terms and I put a set of parentheses around them like that. And then I take the second two terms and I put a set of parentheses around them like that. Okay, now I look, what do 3x squared and 9x have in common? Or what are they both divisible by? Well, in this case, they're both divisible by 3x. So we're going to factor out a 3x. And when we do that, we're left with x plus 3. Okay? All right. So what do 4x and 12 have in common? Well, they're both divisible by 4. And it's a positive 4, so I'm going to put plus 4 right here. Okay? And then, when you divide that, you get x plus 3. Okay, do you notice how these two in the parentheses match exactly, x plus 3 and x plus 3? That's going to be one of our terms. So, one of our terms, or one of our binomial terms, is x plus 3. Once that's gone, what's left? Well, the only thing we have left is 3x plus 4. So that's going to be our other term. And that's how you factor by grouping. Okay? You spread out already. You pull a common factor out of the first binomial, basically, that you made. You pull a common factor out of this. You're trying to make the two in the parentheses match. And then whatever's left on the outside is your other term. Okay? Let's go ahead and do another one. When I write this one up on the board, if you guys want to pause it and try it, go ahead and pause. Give it a try and then come back and see if you got the same answer. Okay, next one. 2x squared minus 5x minus 2x plus 5. Okay, again, parentheses around this, and we'll do parentheses around this. All right, so what do 2x squared minus 5x have in common? Well, the only thing that they both have in common is an x. So we're going to factor out an x. And when we do that, we're left with 2x minus 5. Okay, so remember how I told you that in the previous problem, you want this to match the other thing. Well, 2x minus 5 is really close to negative 2x plus 5. What would I factor out to make this match this? Well, we would factor out a negative 1. Because if I divide negative 2 by negative 1, it gives me 2x. And if I divide positive 5 by negative 1 that I factored out, it would give me minus 5. Again, the two in the parentheses match exactly. So we get 2x minus 5. Cross those out. What's left on the outside? X minus 1. So that's our other factor. Okay? All right, hopefully you guys are getting that. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more together here. All right. Let's do 5x squared minus 40x plus 3x plus 24. Okay? All right, so looking at that, again, same thing, guys. Put the parentheses around the first two terms, and then parentheses around the second two terms. Okay, 5x squared or minus 40x, what do they have in common? Well, they're both divisible by 5x. So let's pull out the 5x. When we do that, 5 divided by 5 is 1. X squared divided by x is just x. X's cancel here. 40 divided by 5 would be minus 8. Okay, so I've got x minus 8 here. What do I have to take out of here to get a negative 8? Well, I have a positive 24. So positive 24 divided by what equals negative 8? Think of it that way. Well, what we can do is we can factor out a negative 3 then. Okay, so let's go ahead and factor out negative 3. And when we do that, let's see, negative 3 okay, negative 3 divided by this gives us negative x minus 8. Okay, did we get anything for that? Does that work? Well, that didn't work, did it? That didn't give us the same thing, correct? Okay, let's go back and see if we factor out a 3, what works. So if we make this a positive 3 instead, right? We would get x plus 8. Well, does that match here? Nope, it doesn't. So, what do we need to do in this case? Well, at this point, your answer to this would be you have a prime problem, okay? And the main reason is this. If we go back to 5x squared, and we went ahead and combined these, okay? Let's combine these. Remember you're doing a times c, and you've got, let's see, what, 120, correct? Factors of 120 that add up to negative 37. Well, this is positive and that's negative. So 120, you got 60 and 2, right? You have 40 and 3, which 40 and 3 would give us 37, but one would have to be negative, and we can't do that because we have a positive. So what happens here is that this is called prime again. All right, so even when you're factoring by grouping, if you can't factor any further and you can't do anything else with it, you just say that it's prime, all right? Okay, so again, if you guys have any questions on this stuff, please email me, all right? Ask, and just keep working hard, all right? You guys can do this.